The summer of games is over, but here are the titles we're most excited for. And for my pick, it has to be Star Wars Outlaws. Now, if you missed the trailer, Outlaws is the first ever open world game set in the Star Wars universe, which happens between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. You play as Kay Vess, who kinda gives me the Han Solo vibe with her super cute companion Nix, as you quote, fight, steal, and outwit your way through the galaxy's crime syndicates as you join the galaxy's most wanted. One of the reasons why I'm really looking forward to this game is because Star Wars holds a special place in my heart. It's what Leia and I initially bonded over when we started dating, which includes our disappointment over the prequels and subsequently episodes 7 to 9 when we were married. But we love how they expand the universe with all the shows that we're seeing on Disney+. Not a plug, by the way. I'm also a huge fan of Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor, so I'm excited to see how Outlaws can give us a deeper look into the lore of the Star Wars universe. Now, there is criticism of Ubisoft's open world games like Far Cry and the recent Assassin's Creed series having similar gameplay with different themes, but personally, I do like when things feel familiar, so I can feel like I can accomplish a lot. Of course, that's just me being a Tito gamer who can't stay up very late to learn new game mechanics. Nonetheless, I am very excited to see where Ubisoft can take Star Wars Outlaws and what gameplay will actually be like when they release the game next year. Now let me pass you over to Avram for his pick.
Thank you, Tito James, and you are definitely right. Ang dami pang news and updates regarding the world of gaming, such as Final Fantasy, Prince of Persia, and Avatar, just to name a few. But I personally would have to say my top pick for Summer of Gaming would go to Spider-Man 2. The first thing that excites me about Spider-Man 2 is the part that you can play or switch between two Spider-Men, which is basically Miles Morales and Peter Parker. I also love the fact that Peter Parker here is a little bit more aggressive in nature because of the Venom symbiote. That leads me to the villains. There's actually just two villains that have been confirmed for this particular sequel, which is Kraven the Hunter and Venom. So that in itself is very exciting to see and to play around within the world of Spider-Man, especially with the popularity of the movies such as Into the Spider-Verse and of course No Way Home. And there's somewhat an exclusivity factor because this game will only be available on the PlayStation 5 when it drops in October 2023. Now this can be a pro or con depending on how you look at it. I personally only have the PlayStation 4, but who knows, eventually down the line, baka makakuha tayo ng PlayStation 5 to play the game. So again, that's my pick from the plethora of games that were announced and released over at Summer of Gaming. There's more, and Ruth will be the one to share up next.
Yes, Avram, indeed, there is a lot to be expected in the world of gaming, and what excited me the most is the new game of Lord of the Rings, Return to Moria. I am a huge Lord of the Rings fan, and just like every Lord of the Rings nerd, what's very important whenever new material of Lord of the Rings come out is that everything should tie into the storyline. And that's what's great about this new video game. So how does it tie in together? So let's talk Lord of the Rings. So the Rings of Power starts at the Second Age, the trilogy of Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit is at the Third Age, and the new video game, Return to Moria, is actually set on the Fourth Age after the downfall of Barad-dûr. So what happens in the game? You get to control a company of dwarves and you can either play on your own or maybe online with some friends. What I like about this game is the storyline itself. You are given a chance to rebuild Moria in the way that you like it. You can reconstruct it by building bridges, digging around, and even finding new artifacts. Also, you get to reintroduce two very familiar villains like orcs and the Watcher in the Water, and maybe a Balrog or two. This is a great survival game that I'm sure every Lord of the Rings fan will enjoy, and I'm sure that I am one of those people. So that's our top picks for the Summer Game Fest 2023, and we would like to hear from you. I'm sure that we missed out on some of your favorite games, so please leave us a comment below and tell us which game you are most excited about. So see you guys on the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe on our videos. And then you are trying to reclaim the old treasure of Durin. And maybe Durin's Bane is there, but we don't know because the Balrog is already dead. But it was said that there are other Balrogs that are still in hiding.